Oh my. Oh! Oh! I'm going all the way. Very quick hello. Hopefully this is a good vlog. We've tried to be sensible and basically trying to stay as close to the A road as I can, so I'm not going off into the middle of the mountains in the car. It's going to end up meaning I have to do an extra like 2 miles of walking and like 700-800 feet of elevation, but should hopefully keep me a bit more safer and not put me too close out in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, there's an A road, it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes away, and then there's like 8 minutes of driving just off on like a random road that probably isn't gritted. It has been raining a bit last night. Don't know about in Wales, so I don't know if it's got cold enough that it's iced over and frozen, but if I stick to as much of a main road as I can, fingers crossed, it's been drove over enough times to that I don't need to worry about slipping and get stuck anywhere. But I've got a 2 hours and 15-minute drive. It says it's snowing there at the minute, so hopefully I get there and it's just all covered in snow. Hopefully this makes for a good vlog. Hopefully you all enjoy the views, gang. As always, stay busy, get it done, get outside as much as humanly possible. Remember, I am lucky that I do these things, yes, but I prioritize doing these things. 200 miles of driving I got to do, like 4.5 hours of driving. I've got up, it's now 4 AM. Remember, if you want to do cool things, it's not always as fun as it seems maybe online, but I love doing it. I love being outside. It gives me as much time outside as I possibly can. Fingers crossed we get a sunrise. So I'm going to get off the phone. As always, see you all out in the mountains. Right, gang. I'm bloody boiling at the minute. It's not that cold down here. It says 2 degrees, but real feels -6. But I'm right by a main road that's just been gritted. So fingers crossed we come back down and we can make it home nice and easily. The car is there, it's a mess. The roads are just chipping up loads of bloody grit and making a mess all over the car. But fingers crossed we get a little sunrise. We are heading up through the creepy ass woods. I'm not a big fan of the starting point, but better to be safe than sorry. God, usually the worst thing about this, I'll start off at like 800 feet of elevation, which is flipping nothing. And I'm boiling already. I'm so hot, I barely know where I'm going. It's just all, there's no path this way. Where I was meant to start was meant to be another 800 feet up. I suppose that's the issue. I would have been another 800 feet. I can already see there's ice everywhere here. Another 800 feet, it's going to be so icy on that road. Not looking forward to coming back down this way though. But yeah, I'm so hot. I've got a thermal top, a jumper, a Columbia coat, another like waterproof thermally kind of jumper, and a big coat, a snud. Got thermal base layer trousers on, other trousers and waterproof trousers, because it says it's real feel -6 to -10, and there's 26 mile an hour wind. So I know I'm going to be freezing later on, but oh, this is horrible. I'm struggling to breathe as it is. Oh, this is not the fun part of the walks that we show online. I've got to do like 1,800 feet of elevation. Oh, I wish I could have just started higher up. Look, I know this is not it's not big at all. Here's just a big ass hill, but I'm just walking up the side of it. Oh my God. I can see those mountains on the camera even better, and they look quite white, which is a good sign. So I'm hoping when I get over this lip, it turns a bit more white and we're in for a nice snowy day. I've got the little like ice crampony things the further we get up, so once we start to see some ice, we'll stick them on. Hopefully, I think this is the main brunt of it, but it's been like 1,500 feet after this, and then I'll just slowly incline up to like 2 and a bit thousand, and then the top I think is like 2.6. It's nothing massive, it's only 800 meters, so nothing huge, but it is a beautiful day out. We've only been here once. It was a while ago. We wild camped next to the lake. We've done both of the lakes, which I'm going to see today, but we camped at one, Fawr, and we went to Fach the next day. Didn't do very long at either, because then I think we ended up going to Pembrokeshire. So we did a bit of both. Stayed one night, did a bit of Fach, went up to Pembrokeshire. Now I get a whole day out here, hopefully in some nice snowy mountains. I seen a TikTok last night of it from a day ago, and it looked bliss. And the guy said the road is really icy where he wanted to start, so he started a few miles away. So I'm guessing this is the path he's taken, but oh, fingers crossed, gang. We get a nice sunrise. The moon's out. Hopefully we get a nice clear day. It says it's cloudy with sun and no rain, so let's make the most of it, gang. We are in sight of the first bad boy fan here. I do apologise, I'm still coughing like a nutter and this wind is not helping, but we might get one, we might get a sunrise, fingers crossed. I have snotted everywhere. I've been coughing constantly. I just had the worst coughing fit ever. I don't know if it's because it's sinus related. I know you guys don't really care, but I feel like it's just dripping into the back of my throat. It's just making me heave. Not consciously doing it. It just keeps happening. A minute ago I was honestly spazzing out, like the worst cramps ever in my stomach from coughing that badly. But until we pass out, we persevere on. It doesn't look that snowy, but that's only, it's like 2,100 feet, so you still have like another 500 feet of incline after. So once we get up there, hopefully we will, I don't even know if I need to sign anymore, hopefully, woo, it'll be a bit more snowy. It is a lot windier from here though. I am now down to, I've taken 2 of my major layers off, so I may have to put them back on. But also I have to climb up the side there now, so I'm thinking I'm going to get boiling again. It's such a predicament. But we're going to persevere on, gang. It's currently 7:30. So hopefully in the next half an hour, that bad boy over there starts to look very delicioso, and we get a beautiful sunrise and makes it all worth it. Honestly, I would have been screwed without these. I'm slipping already with them on, but I know for a fact that if I didn't have these on here, I would be slipping everywhere. There's no traction at all on this floor. These aren't really doing much, but they're doing enough to keep me up and stop me from falling over. It is not nice out here, gang. It really isn't. It's so easy for something to go wrong. I'm trying to promote the mountains and being outside, or big hills, whatever you want to call it. That looks like a pretty flipping big hill to me. Just be careful, go outside, enjoy life, but remember, you're outside for a good time. You don't want to be hurting yourself on something that can just easily be prevented if you just spend like £10. Who cares what people say online? Those people, oh, you don't need them. For a lot of the walks that people do, you probably don't need them, but as soon as you start feeling yourself slip, just stick them on. Keep them in your bag just in case. It's so easy to prevent yourself falling over and needing to be rescued by someone. I'm like 2 miles away from my car, 1,000 feet up from where I started. It'd be such a pain to just call someone out just because I slipped. I was twisting my ankle, or I fell on my face and bloody bust my lip or something, and I can't concuss myself. Something so trivial can be prevented so easily by just spending £10 and just sticking them on and being safe. As you can hear, it's mad windy, but as you can see, it is mad icy everywhere. So take precautions, gang. Enjoy the big hills and be safe. I'm not a big fan of those bad boys, I'll tell you that. Especially over there, at least it's over that way. Hopefully they blow past. But look at that. The big beauty. The reason we're up at 3 in the morning. Again, I apologise for the coughing in this video. If you can hear me, I'm very sorry. The snow is a lot more up here. It is lovely. But that is what we got up for. That bad boy. I'm hoping it just goes directly up. We have it all day. And then it sets over there. And we have a kind of clear sunset. But this wind up here is a flipping nightmare. I'm trying to find somewhere a bit more sheltered, but there isn't really anywhere. The wind is blowing directly at me right now, so it's going that way. I'm trying to find somewhere to just sit down, like behind a little lip, but everywhere is just so exposed. Oh, I want to sit down and enjoy this. Wherever I go, it's just so windy. Oh my god. That is where we are going. It's called Llyn, left riff, I think. I don't know how to say it properly. We've got a long way to go. Look at this sunrise. Oh my god, I've been blessed, gang. Blessed, blessed, blessed. The wind is mental, don't get me wrong. And you're probably not going to hear me very well. But the weather, if it stays like this, banging, banging day out. This wind is manic. Oh my god. It is crazy. But when you get in a nice little dip, voice crack. I was going for a nice little like hideout under there. Had a little 10-minute sit down again. Oh, it's so nice just to have a little sit down. Look how high up we are. We're at like 2,300 feet now. We would have. Ooh, I don't want to get too close to the edge because I don't know where it drops off. Yeah, well, I've probably got a bit longer. But look at that. That. Oh my god. That is where the path's saying to go back down later. So we've come from all the way down over there, saying to come back down that way. But my predicament is the sun's rose there, so it means it's going to set over in that direction. So I want to be up somewhere high to see the sunset. So I think I'm just going to go all the way over there, see Llyn Fach. It's just over there. Go and see that lake as well, and then just loop back and do the top up here. But also at the same time, I'm thinking if I go down there, it's going to be so much more chilled. There's no wind down there because it's all being blocked off by this big mountain, just blocking it all off. And then I haven't got a scale back down the side of there. But also I missed the sunset. Well, I'll miss it from up here. I'll still be able to see it from down there, so I don't really know what to do. Because it looks like I'm going to have a very good day bar a few clouds. I think I'm going to get a very clear day in the sky. I think the sun is going to stay out all day. Just the mad wind, other than that, it's a lovely day. So, I don't know, I think I might just stay up the top. But then it means I miss going back down. I might go down to one of the lakes. Woo! Flipping out, the snow is so deep in some bits. I might go down to one of the lakes. I'll see what they look like from the top. But we was going to park somewhere down over there, but I've seen no cars go down that way, so it's probably wise. I don't think they grit. I think they just go down to around about that, whatever that building is over there. I probably could have parked down there and walked from that way instead and come through that way. But I would have to do a lot steeper hike up there instead of what I've kind of gradually done. But also at the same time, going back down it in the dark is going to be so slippy, even with these little crampony things on my shoes, which have been a lifesaver, don't get me wrong. It was still a challenge, so we'll see what we do. I'll show you the lake when we get up it. We'll see what we do, gang. But it has been a flipping amazing experience already. Except for the mad wind, I'm having a beautiful day out. Ooh. Oh my god, that's where we're going. I had to come out of the wind for 2 minutes. Jesus Christ. It is strong winds. I'm currently like perched on the edge of the bloody mountain right now. It's making me go like 200 feet down and then like 500 feet back up again. Absolute pain in the bum. It really is. Whoever designed mountains You really should have thought about this. You really should have thought better, shouldn't you? I'm getting such a wet ass from sitting down in the snow. Look at me, I'm like crouched. Bloody praying mantis. It is a flipping windy. We got a bit of respite from the wind. It's still a bit manic. Look at it down in the lake. Look, you see it. Just had these random women down here stop me and said they took a picture of me up there. She said, I'll send it to you. It actually looked really cool. She said it'll WhatsApp to me, so hopefully I get that. It'd be nice if you do. Hopefully they don't hurt themselves. They've got no ice things on their shoes. Really hope they stay safe. But honestly, this in the summer was beautiful. In the winter, banging. I think I'm gonna go up, go over and see the other lake. And then I think the plan is, yeah, to get down there. I'm a bit more assured of myself than they are. Because, yeah, they've literally just got hiking boots on with nothing on at all. They've managed to get all the way up. But they've come from over the other lake. So I think the other way, if I remember rightly, is a lot easier to get up. In terms of, it's a lot more pathed. I don't think this lake isn't as popular. Fach isn't as popular. Fach is. Because it has a bigger parking area. Fach has just loads of random ones over on the edges, and the one I parked in was miles away, so it's not as accessible. But the least accessible ones are always the best ones because no one comes with them gangs. You have just miles and miles of the odd one or two people here and there, and just bliss when you get a beautiful day like this. Oh, there's just nothing beats it. Genuinely so excited to get this hike just done. Just love it. I honestly love being out here. I'm so glad I started doing this at the start of last year, and it is now just going to be a part of my life forever. Even if I have to just come out in these mountains all the time, I just love it. I was actually here last week and I'm here again. Just can't beat it, man. Look at Panafan over there. Actually does look pretty cool, to be fair. It's all covered in snow. I don't think it'll be that busy, to be honest with you. It's only because I've done it before. I actually lie, I haven't done the surrounding mountains, so it probably would be quite cool. Oh, sorry, to go and do the surrounding mountains in the winter. But honestly, these are just as good. And bar the wind, like I said, you cannot beat a day out in the big hills of Wales. Flipping out! Look how far down that is. It's nearly bloody lost half my leg. Honestly, how they got down here with no spikes on or anything. Fair play to them. Hopefully, when I get up to the top, I can see them down at the bottom. Hopefully, they made it down alright. But this snow is treacherous. It's so deep. I need to try build P-Man, a snowman. It's so much better when you've got no wind bashing the crap out of you. Oh my god. For bloody big hills, look at this. I've just made a video on TikTok. Well, for TikTok it'll be. And then I realised, it's going to be too hard to film landscape. It's not going to work, is it? I realised, I'll just show you. I was like, oh my god. From that angle, look how steep it is. I'm just walking up the side of it. I'll show you guys. You can just slide down. It's so funny. I wish little man was here. He'd love it. Obviously, by the fact that it's freezing, it is so cool. Look. Ready? Oh. Ready? I could literally go all the way down. Honestly, this is so cool. I love it. It's so nice here without the wind absolutely battering me. But honestly, this little hill, it's only like 200 feet. It's only there, but it has been such a treacherous climb. I don't know how I would have managed. I'm so glad I got these bad boys on. I know it's only snow, but Jesus Christ, honestly, it's so easy to just lose your footing and you just slip down. Luckily, it's not too big of a hill to a point where I'm panicking, but it is cool. I might, when I come back down, make a little hack and just slide all the way back down and see how far I can get without my ass getting too wet, because my ass is already soaking. hopefully you guys are enjoying the day. And like I said, gang, get outside, get out in the mountains. We made it! Yeah! Woo! Oh my god! We're gonna go over to that bad boy! But I've got to dip down again. I've got to go over there. I've got to dip down like another flipping 400 feet. I want to get there by 1 o'clock, hopefully. Oh, and then I think I'm just going to turn back. Oh my god, it's so windy! We made it, gang. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm right near the phone, so hopefully you can. We made it to the other bad boy. We've been here before. I only got up to about there because we didn't spend the whole day here. I got to about there, and little P-Man and Mummy stayed down there. But there is literally no one here today. I've seen 2 other lads, 2 women, and a guy by himself. And that's it. And other than that, I haven't seen anyone. And even then, I don't know where they went. They like went off a different path somewhere. But we've come from over there. We made it. Where is it? We made it. We're going back over there. That is the plan. We're going to go back down this big hill. And then I've got a scale around there. But I think I'm in with maybe some good luck, because the sun rose over there. Now, in the summer, I'm pretty certain the sun will rise and it will just go over to the opposite side of where the sun rose, and it will set on the other side. However, I think in winter, because the daylight hours are only like 8 hours, I don't think it actually rotates all the way around. I don't know how that works. I don't know if I'll make it any sense to you, but the fact the sun's only there and it hasn't gone over my head and it's midday, so I've only got another 4 hours of daylight, leads me to believe that it's just going to set over in that direction somewhere. I'm going to head back up over to Fan Briagon, something like that. I don't know. Back over there, back over to the top of the other lake, Llyn, Fach. And then I have to scale down that way anyway. So if I can see the sunset from up there as I'm going back down towards the car, it means that I don't have to go back down towards the lake. It means I have to stay up here, obviously, until like 4 o'clock. But it means that I can just chill now for a bit, not have to worry too much about trying to be up here and stay up here and rush back down to get to see the sunset. I can just be within like 30 minutes, about an hour, 30 minutes to the car. By the time I see the sunset, hopefully it sets over that way. So, fingers crossed, gang. The sun manages to stay out from the clouds, and I can see it set behind the mountains by like 4 o'clock. Get back to the car for like 5, and then by the time we get home, half 7, 8 o'clock. The later I leave it, the better, because it means I'll hit less traffic. So, okay. Got it done. And I think like 5 miles. So by the time I get back, like 10 miles, I'm coughing like an absolute lunatic. I think I've potentially got something worse than some sort of infection. I think I may have, what's it called? Pneumonia. I think I have that, because it won't go away. I'm coughing to the point where I can't breathe. I probably should be out in the mountains. I probably should be at home resting on my day off work. But nonetheless, I love being out here. Any chance I get, especially in days like this, where I get snow, and I know it's not going to be too dangerous of a day out, and I get sun as well, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the opportunity. It's been like 3.5 weeks now, so hopefully I'll give it like a few days. I've just finished my antibiotics. Hopefully once they're done, in a few days I'll be gone. But at the minute, I don't feel too bad, but it's just the coughing. I just get horrendous coughing fits to the point where I'm literally just coughing up phlegm, and I can't breathe at all. And in these conditions where the wind chill is hitting me as well, and I'm going uphill, already struggling for breath. I know they're not big hills, but they're still hard work. So it's not ideal conditions, and it's not making me feel any better. So hopefully in a few days it'll be gone, and hopefully we get a beautiful sunset. But what a day it's been. We managed to get to both lakes, see them both. I don't think I'm going to go down to any of them. I think I'm just going to stay up the top. And then hopefully, like I said, see this sunset over somewhere, because it started off over there. So hopefully it just stays on this side. I thought it was going to come over my head and end up behind me somewhere. So I thought I need to stay up in the mountains to see it. I thought I was going to have to be over there for like 4 o'clock, which would have been rubbish, because I'm going to end up being back over there by like 2 o'clock. So now it means I can just go nice and slow and head back towards the car now and not rush too much. I need to find somewhere off the edge of this little cliff, have a little sit down, have a sandwich, and then I'll get back to you, gang. Hopefully, like I said, we get to see that bad boy set amongst the mountains. Oh, how good of an idea do we think it is to go down on our bums, see how far we can get? Oh Christ, let's give it a go. Oh, it's not work. No, it's not steep enough. Oh. Woo! Woo! Go! Go baby, yeah! Woo! Oh my god! Oh! Yeah, boy! Woo! Woo! My ass is gonna be soaking! Ah! Oh! Oh my god! Woo! 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 When the wife says, be careful! Oh! Oh my god, it's so good! Yeah, boy! We had a little rest. Got myself a little seat. Had a little rest up by the mountain. You can see where I come down. Where is it? That was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Not even as an adult. In my life, that was so fun. Bloody lost me sunglasses though, haven't I? I went like halfway back up, but I was like, I'm not going all the way back up to the top. I don't know where they've gone. I had them in my pocket not long ago. I probably should go back up. Now I'm saying it out loud. But I've got to go all the way back up the other side, and honestly, uphill at the minute is my worst enemy, so they're not an expensive pair of glasses. I'm just annoyed because the sun keeps popping out and I keep squinting. It's annoying me. But we've had a little bit of a rest. On we go, back up to where we've been, and it's looking good. Well, I keep saying that and I keep seeing loads of grey clouds, but as it stands, it's looking good. We're heading back up to the top of the Llyn Fach, the Llyn Fach, off up there. Oh guys, I'm so angry. I've come all the way back up because I'm just being lazy, really, aren't I? All the way back up to the start. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they've fallen out. But seeing as they're not where I thought they would be, I guess we'll go down again. Seeing as I've got this bad boy, so why not do the funniest thing there is to do? We need to get some speed. Yeah, come on. I don't know where they've fallen out, but they're gone. Oh, oh my. Oh, oh. I'm going all the way. Yeah, boy. My ass is gonna be so wet now. Oh, there's so much. Oh, my ass is gonna be soaked now. Oh, I'm so annoyed I can't find my sunglasses. I always lose some in the bloody mountains. Oh, what a day, gang. What a day it's been. This will be the last video with a bit of snow around with the sunset, because we are heading back down We've still got to bloody go a long way. Like a long, long way. I think. I don't actually know exactly. I think it's down over that way. I think it took me like an hour and a half to get up here earlier to see the sunrise. I was up near the snow. So I'm hoping it will only take me like an hour to get back. But I am very dubious about when I get out of the snow. It's all the path is just so icy, so fingers crossed if I find a bit like off the path and it's not too bad. Oh gosh. But these, again, saved my life. I would have slipped everywhere today. They've been such a help, even in the snow. They're just, you don't even feel like you have them on. It's just handy to have, especially around the icy bits, which have been very prominent. And we've got a lovely sunset. I thought the sunset was at like 4:05, but apparently it's at 22 minutes past, so I've got like another 30 minutes. So I want to try and wait up here as long as I can, but also I want to be, like I said, as close to the car as I can. So I'm going to head down. I'm probably end up going to see the sunset behind that. It'll still look cool. Hopefully we get some nice orangey pink. I don't know if it's too cloudy. I hope you get the gap in between. Fingers crossed. And then we're done for the day, gang. There is the big boy, the Panafan. Ooh, what a day it's been out in the mountains. I just got a message from the wife at home. She goes, did you notice anything missing this morning? I normally bring a croissant up with me up in the mountains. I don't know why. They just do these cheap ones at work. 60p, a little jam and cream croissant. I always bring one with me. I went downstairs this morning at 3 and I was like, where the hell is it? Yeah, my little man asked for it the other day. I gave him one the other day when we were out last week. And he said, can I have it? I said, no, I'm taking it up with me. And I've just got a message saying, he just come home from school and he's confessed. He's hid it under the bed. What a little rascal. No one's going to be watching this. This vlog's going to end up being so long. I've rambled all bloody day. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Unfortunately, I've waited out all day and look what's happened. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not what I was expecting it to be. It is what it is. I've still had an absolutely outstanding day. I'm on like 24,000 steps, so by the time I get over there and then back to the car, hopefully I'll make it alright and don't slip, because at the minute it's alright. But I remember on the way up I was thinking this is going to be horrible on the way down. Absolutely amazing day. I'll show you guys if I can in like 20 minutes if there's any more of a sunset, but I think the clouds have eaten it up and ruined my sunset. But the sunrise was banging and the weather today has been amazing, but obviously the mental wind. I actually haven't been colder before, but yeah, it's good. Just to have no rain and glimmers of sun. Bit annoyed about my sunglasses, but it is what it is, gang. As always, stay busy, get outside, get your steps in. Hopefully you enjoy these hiking rambles, hiking videos, mainly just for the views. Hopefully you guys enjoy the views I show you. I know I do ramble a lot as well, but as always, thanks for being here, thanks for watching, if you've made it this far anyway. Thankfully, by the sun risen this morning, it's melted all the ice. It's still a bit flipping steep though, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We missed whatever was of the sunset. When I was up there, I showed you guys. Didn't look like it was going to see much anyway. I didn't really see any more different colours than what was already there, so I'm not going to stress about it. Sorry again for the sniffling. I'm going to call it a day, gang. Oh, we would have finished on, I think, last time I checked, 27,000 steps. I'm on 9 miles, so it'll be just under 10 miles. Hopefully you can get back before it gets dark. I'm not too far now. The car is just down there, boy. I say just down there. Flipping. This hill is never ending. First sign of sheep all day. But, like I said, gang, we had a smashing time. Hopefully you enjoyed the views. Sorry if I ramble all the time. Feel free to skip through the rambling bits. Hopefully it was as fun for you to see as it was as fun for me to do. Going down those hills, honestly, it was so cool to do. I did another one as well, but I didn't record it. I did that big one twice. Then I did another one on the way back down from the top of the Llyn Fach. Oh, but yeah, as the day goes, I'm going to call it there because, like I said, I'm just going back to the car, get out these wet ass trousers and drive for 2.5 hours till we get home. As always, have a good day, stay busy. See you all in the next one.